How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the Twitch drops for this month. So they are back, and there are a few changes. So a few things to mention here. At the end of the video, there'll be a slight tutorial on how to do basic troubleshooting with the Twitch drops, as well as how to do them in general if this is the first time you've ever done them. So that's something to look at. It'll be at the end part of this video, or the second half, whatever you want to call it. Then the other thing is, starting this month, Facepunch is trying something new. The last day of drops, all drops will become generic. If you're new and don't know what the difference between generic and a specific drop is, a generic drop means you can watch any streamer that has Rust drops enabled, okay? And you can earn the skin. If it's specific, you have to watch a specific streamer to unlock their drop. Some of these skins will be specific, other ones will not. And yeah, that's just kind of how that goes. So we're going to go ahead and show you what the generic drops are in this month's drops first. And this one is Granny Elt's AK. So there you go. It has that, you know, granny kind of theme with the kind of old painted wall with a hand-painted beautiful roses there on the side of it. You can see it also has a different type of wood there, kind of like a darker stain going on with it. Definitely a cool little AK, and it definitely has, I believe, some story history with their fans, so that is a cool thing there. Aiming down the sights, you've got your typical red against iron sights, which a lot of people will definitely love. Do a couple shots there and pop a reload for you. Alright, so with our generic drops, we have one deployable, and it is going to be CND Blood's wooden door. And as you can see, it says, I made this with my last pieces of wood. There you go. Very ragtag, scrapped together door. Fits Rust beautifully. And then on the back here, made with real wood provided by C&D Blood. Definitely well done, and very rusty. Fits in quite well. And each one of these drops you'll have to watch for 2 hours. So 2 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours cumulatively to get all three generic drops. Next up in our generic drops, we've got ourselves another MP5, and this one is Terpsicat? Oh man, I hate butchering people's names. I'm so sorry. But, you know, when you genuinely don't know someone, you don't always know how to say their name right. So, sorry. One way or another, it's a very cool looking MP5. Has kind of like a graffiti look with some kind of like purple and black kind of like a camo look to it. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a slightly different colored purple sight against kind of like the bluer purpley color there at the top. So, it kind of helps differentiate. Go ahead and fire off a few there. And there you have it. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of the deployables. These are going to be streamer-specific drops. Again, until that last 24 hours where I guess all drops will become generic. We'll see how that all works. And that's still the plan. And yeah, so here we go. We've got ourselves one of two furnaces this time, so people should be pretty happy to see some furnaces. This is Kira's Ancient Furnace, and yeah, it's got this cool kind of little artwork on the side. You've got this like AK guy, there's a bow dude, and you know, guys just in the, I think that's a dude in the mummy wraps. You got a rock fight going on, guy doing some emotes. It's definitely really cool. Love the theme of that. And then there's kind of that little Kira sun right there to, you know, fit, of course, the streamer. Definitely a very cool looking furnace. Next, over here, we've got furnace number 2 for you, which, if you can't tell by the name right on the front, is for Rickoy. And, yeah, his thing is this kitty. So this is like a kitty furnace. It's got the cat paw on the back, and then the cat face screaming with an inferno in its mouth there. And then you've got, what's it say, farming hours right there. And on the top, there's a moose. So there you have it. Everything kind of just comes together for his fans. Next, we've got ourselves a box over here, and if you can't tell, it definitely glows. This is Jewer's box, and yeah, big old J for them on there, on the side and on the top, and then it kind of has this beat-up industrial kind of crate look to it, which I think a lot of people will kind of love. It's definitely got a very cool glow to it, for sure. Then, lastly over here, we've got a garage door for you, And this one is for Augusta Bell. And yeah, as you can see, their name is right there on the minicopter. And there's this beautiful minicopter as they're flying away from the sunrise at Oil Rig. Definitely a beautiful scene. All Rust related, that nice heavy armor and those cool shades. Definitely a great garage door. So let's go ahead and show the glows. As you can see, this one definitely is quite the bright door. So that'll help you navigate your base quite well. Then over here again, we've got the box. So let's do a little rotate on the box here. Love the kind of glow, sticky glow that comes off the side of it there. And then the highlights on the top are definitely quite cool. Then over here, we've got Rickoy's Furnace. That screaming cat inferno. In the back, you've got that big old lit up paw. The moose on top. And then lastly, we've got Kira's Furnace again. Beautifully lit up art now. Look at that. Very nice. Alright, and lastly, we've got our weapons for our streamer-specific drops. Starting out right here, we've got a bow for you. This is Blazed Bow, or Blazed Hunting Bow, I should say. There you go. Boom. And it's kind of got like this iron, kind of lightweight look to it. And then, I'm not sure if that's blood or rust, but it definitely has a nice reddish color to it. I think it's just red paint, and I'm just reading into it a bit too much. But then you got caution, plus some score marks there for kills. Definitely a nice looking bow that fits the game. Then next we've got another AK for you, and this one here is for Oxus? Man, I'm so bad at butchering names. Oh, it's killing me. But you can see the names right there. And then we've got their cool kind of like hooded skull logo right there on the side. Aiming down, you've got a Pepe with headshot. So yeah, I'm not the Pepe. That's an interesting one right there. So not sure how some people will feel about that. Some people will love it. That's definitely a you know, one side or the other one. We go ahead and pop a reload here for you. And there we go. Next, we've got our last but not least piece, a new bolt action, guys. And this is the Silters Bolt. And yeah, you can just see it's got this cool little like window on there with the like, you know, radiation warning. And then you've got their little logo face. And this whole thing just has all sorts of like electronics going on. There's a lot going on with it. It's really cool. I love the details to this. This is probably one of the most detailed skins this drop, with the most little bit of love put into it there. You can see again, there's his logo and face. We'll pop a little reload on there. Bolty's not the most exciting to reload, but there we have it. So those are the drops, guys. Each one of these, like I said, are going to be the prospective 2 hours to watch. And at the end, should become generic for the last 24 hours if you just can't seem to get through it. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out. We already got that skin video out before this, and then we'll have an update video coming out as well. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay rusty. Have a great time. Alright guys, so you're going to start by going to the Twitch drops page, which is linked down in my description below if you don't already have it pulled up, and it's going to take you to here. And if you are brand new, you're going to have to sign in with your Steam account. This has to be the Steam account that you own Rust on and want the skins on. That's very important. And then you want to sign in with your Twitch, and the Twitch is going to need to be the Twitch that you're going to be watching the streams with. That should be pretty straightforward. Now, I've already done the Steam sign in, so I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, you just click here, and it's going to bring you to the Steam sign in window. Alright, so then once you're done through Steam, you're going to click sign in, and it will either ask you to, you know, sign in your stuff, then it'll ask if you can authorize, blah, 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 and you just say yes, and it will pop up with drops activated, and you should be good to go. Now, what you want to do is kind of look at a few things here. So we have a couple buttons that pop up. You've got logout, unlink, and check for missing drops. So logout's pretty straightforward. Unlink is going to be useful. Now, some people will get the error saying that you're already linked to a account. If that's what you're getting, you're going to need to find out which account that is, either your Steam or Twitch, log in the way I just showed you, and then hit unlink. Once that's done, you can then sign in with the proper account and link it properly, okay? So this is where that unlink button is when you're looking for it. Also, there's the check for missing drops button, which we'll get back to here in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of go through the basic FAQ, and the main thing here is what are the different kinds of drops, and I kind of explained that briefly already, but you've got the generic drop. Generic drops are drops you have to watch for a set amount of time, but you don't have to watch a set streamer. You can watch any streamer that has drops enabled. So technically, you could make progress towards two streamers at once, so to say. One of the generic drops and then one of the specific drops. So that's kind of how that works right there. And then there are the specific drops, which are, you know, you have to watch that specific streamer. Pretty straightforward there, okay? Now, those will all be posted on this page once it has been updated for the drops, so it's really easy. You just click on them and you're ready to go. Now, is there a way to check your progress? Yes, there is. So we'll go ahead and show that. You can literally just click here, or when you're at your Twitch, go to your Twitch inventory. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, and so it will take you here to your inventory, and as you'll see, you know, this is from the last campaign, and, well, actually, this could be a couple campaigns further ago, because I'll probably keep using this. So as you can see, this is from the July 2021 campaign, and it'll start to show your progress here. So as you can see, I'm earning towards the generic drops, which were these two, and one streamer right here, and it shows the progress on both and how long you're going to have to work at it. Once this is done, the bar will be full and it will say claim, and until you claim, the next one in its progress won't start. So you'll see this one here will not start until this one has been claimed, and once you finish this, you're going to have to watch another streamer to start on theirs, or else you won't be making progress towards anything. So yeah, that's generally how that's going to work right there. All right, now that we're back on it with this, the next thing is going to be, can you earn drops faster and by opening more windows, logging into multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't work. The best you can do is earn a generic drop and a specific drop at the same time. Once you have finished the both or all of the generic drops, you can only work on one specific streamer at a time. Opening another window isn't going to help you with that. Now, if a streamer logs off halfway and you only have them partially finished, you can then move on to a different streamer that is online. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes to show you're making progress, but don't worry, you will. And usually it doesn't start at 0. You'll notice it pops up right away at 2 to 5% or something like that. Because like I said, it can take a little while to realize you switch people. But as long as the one you're watching is offline and no longer streaming Rust, you can switch to another person that is and work on them. Now, how long does it take for the drops to show up in your inventory? Again, this can take up to 10 minutes for them to show up after you've claimed them on Twitch. But if you didn't go ahead and claim them on Twitch, make sure you do, because there's no other way to do that. So once you've hit claimed, it can take up to 10 minutes to show up in your Steam inventory. If for some reason it isn't, you can come back here and click this check for missing drops button, and it will try to send them to you. For me, whenever I've done this, it usually works instantly. Again, there's going to be lots of people doing this at once. It could take some time, all right? And then, do you need anything special? All you need is a Twitch account, a Steam account, and you need to own Rust. If you have Twitch Prime or whatever, that's fine, but you don't need it. No Twitch Prime required, no extra fees or other things. You just need a Twitch account, Steam account, and Rust. Now, if you no longer know which one is linked or whatever, I already covered that, so we can skip it. And then if you don't own Rust, is there a way you can still earn them? And yes, there is. What you do is you claim them on Twitch, but you never send them over to Steam. As soon as you now own Rust, you come back to this page anytime. It will always be here. You can log in and click check for missing drops. Once you've clicked this guy, it should then drop them all from your Twitch into your Steam inventory, now noticing that Rust is there. So yeah, that's basically kind of the stuff right there that works with it. And if you are having a problem where it's not switching to another streamer, one thing you can do is clear your internet browser cache, close all your windows, reopen, and try again. That has always worked for most people as well. Just kind of another little tip with that. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Twitch drops out there. Have fun getting them, and stay rusty.